Alright guys, it's Anthony here, Super Service. Well, I got David Katrina's truck. It's got 889 or 88 miles plus 370. We got a problem. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, see that? That looks pretty good. I mean, it runs. I mean, I've kind of ran it. I put a trailer on the back too because we needed to move some stuff around. So I am not one of those guys that said don't put a trailer on it for 500 miles. Heck no. Work it. We're all right to work it a little bit. Let's go outside and look at it real quick. This is one truck where the coolant level will drop when it runs, so when you shut it off, it goes right back up. It's all done. And I'm about to take the cab back off of it. I mean, it doesn't smoke, it doesn't do anything. I mean, it's dirty because it rained here yesterday, but got the exhaust coming out. I mean, there's no smoke. It actually, but we got a problem. And I don't know what it is, honestly. We've already, here, let me go ahead and go through it. I have pretty much exhausted almost all of the little ones. Watch this. Watch 2, 4, and 8, 2, 4, and 6. Look at that. You can't go too high, otherwise it loses its ability to accurately measure. But if you give it just a little throttle, I don't know what the deal is. Okay, 2, 4, and 6. So that's driver's side cylinder head. Whether we've got an issue with the cylinder head, I mean, something going on with, valve train. Very well could be valve train. We have already, yesterday we put 2, 4, and 6 injectors in. This got a full set of Ford injectors in it. Obviously that wasn't it, but I wanted to start with, no way in hell that you got 3 out of 8 injectors bad. But you know what? Basically all I'm doing is I'm appeasing Julie because she wanted to, she did not want to go just take the cab off and take the cylinder head off. But obviously we did something, we missed something, something's wrong. Well, ain't that a freaking drag? Yeah, something's up, and it's got to be that cylinder head. I mean, hopefully it's not a camshaft issue. Hopefully it's not something in the lower end, or what it looks like now is valves aren't sealing something. Something happened. I don't know what. I can't explain it. Not right now. I don't have the answers to it. I don't know. So, right now we're going to plan. What else have I done? We did try the crank sensor. We went and pulled it out. I wanted to look at the tone ring because it's not far-fetched that there could be like some kind of something happen. I mean, we had the crankshaft out, so who's to say we didn't, like somehow the tone ring got a bend in it or something, and the tone ring's on 2, 4, and 6 when the crank is supposed to read 2, 4, and 6. Who's to say something isn't wrong? Well, I mean, we can only be perfect so much, guys. We can. I mean, anybody that says that they're perfect 100% of the time, they're freaking lying. Because I'm not going to claim that that's us at all. But I am going to claim that I'll yank this engine all the way back out and we'll rebuild this whole son of a gun over this little bit of stumble here. That ain't going to happen. We got all new wiring on it. I've already reprogrammed. I changed PCM. Had to reprogram all that. FICM, I mean, it's got new wiring, FICM harness, transmission harness, or engine harness, all that stuff's done. I don't foresee a throttle pedal. At first I thought, when I first drove it, I thought it was a throttle pedal. But, I mean, we'll throw a different one on real quick and make sure. But we did have a throttle pedal code at the very beginning of the job. But very, very far-fetched. The throttle pedal is only going to affect 2, 4, and 6. That's not going to happen. It's going to affect them all. It's going to make them all like they're bouncing around. It's going to be, if there's a throttle, it'd be making connection and losing connection. I mean, I guess a bonus to it, let me shut it off. I guess a bonus to it would be that and I'm kind of hounding on Julie about it. Julie tightened the cab down, and that cab mount bolt over there is not all the way tight. So, you know, she didn't tighten the cab mount down all the way. So since she didn't do that, we got to take the whole cab off, take the engine out, and redo it. Which I doubt we're going to do that. I don't know, because I mean we're at a point right now, break-in oil change. You know, it's got 480 miles on it right now. So go ahead and take the cab off, do a break-in oil change. I'm planning right now yank the cylinder head off. That's what my plan is, because I'm a worst case scenario type. You know, and if we don't see anything wrong with the cylinder head, we're going to go deeper down, and I might just remember that dowel on the bed plate. I had a video further back, the dowel on the bed plate, how things really didn't line up so good putting it together. I mean, they look good now. I mean, it spins good. Everything's nice. But, you know, if things aren't most ideal, I mean, that's not how I want to roll. So, I mean, worst case scenario, I'm going to grab a whole different block. I'll just grab a whole block, which is what I was considering doing back when the engine was on the stand right there. I was going to grab a whole different block and go ahead and machine the whole block. Well, you know what? We ain't dead yet. I mean, I'm still learning shit. I'm learning every day. So, I mean, we can drive it. I drive it anywhere in the country right now. It's all good. We would drive it. But it ain't what Dave and Katrina's paying for. This is not what they're paying for. So we're not going to give them something that they're subpar for what I know we can do. So that's where we're at. What a freaking drag. I mean, yeah, I'm just sad. I'm sad right now because, you know, a little stumble. But I mean, the best way is just freaking do it. Just jump in. I mean, if we've had about 5 issues, maybe 4 or 5 issues with trucks since we've been in business. And, you know, this is one. And I've moped over it. I've pouted. I've freaking got all sad and stuff. But at the end of the day, it always takes longer to pout about it than it does to actually fix it. So I'm almost done pouting, and we'll get to work, and we'll figure out what the heck is going on with this thing. And we got a live wire in. I kind of like it, the live wire with the gauge down there in the bottom. Check it out. It's actually, I mean, the fact that we got a little issue with it, I mean, it's fine. We don't need to freak out. But you can see the gauge down there. Where's he at? Oh, he's only got 56 pounds. No, it runs about, well, between 56 and 59 is what it runs. So, oh, I got another problem. Okay, the other problem here. Let me turn this back on, because let me show you another freaking problem. There's a lot of stuff going on with this truck that I just don't understand. Okay, look at that VIN. Okay, look at that VIN, 8409. Okay, I'm connected there, down through the VCM, into the truck. Okay, you see that VIN? Now, I've already reprogrammed it. I haven't went all the way in to reprogram the ABS module. Look at the VIN right there. Look at that, 66273. Okay. That is not the VIN the PCM is showing. Now, I have reprogrammed this. I did it once when I swapped the PCM out. But I need to go in and change and get this to recognize the right VIN, because something in the life of this truck has been changed. Now, whether it be the ABS module, I have had instrument clusters. Instrument clusters will write to the PCM by like the odometer, stuff like that. Yeah, you change the odometer, the cluster, it will change that number in on the PCM. That 134. If I was to change this and put a different odometer in it, it will change that number. So, but I've already reprogrammed. I haven't gotten to the ABS yet. I need to go do that real quick. But you know, there's just a lot of things that aren't adding up on this truck. So before I go getting crazy and yanking the whole cab apart, taking this all back apart, I need to look at the smoking guns that are in front of my face. So right there, it being the wrong VIN for the truck, I mean, that's a problem. I'm concerned with that. It's concerning. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get things reprogrammed. I got to put it back to stock because I got it running on a street tune right now. Because this is one rare truck that the throttle plate on the top on an 04, it has electronic throttle plate. to force the engine to ingest EGR, it actually threw a code for not having the throttle plate on it, which is weird because normally that's only excursions that do that. Excursions will throw a code. You try to do an 07 conversion on an 05 excursion, it will throw a code for throttle plate. I mean, we can shut it off. We can. I mean, it's not a big deal. We can shut it off, but we had to do that with this one. I had to write a tune for it to shut everything off. So, but it's no big deal. We can do that. But what concerns me is I would hate to think that something about this VIN but I've never seen that before, you know, I mean, but I see different crap all the time. See, it says California emission. Normally they say 50 state emission or something like that, but this one says California emission. I mean, there's just a lot of weird crap. So I'm not ready to go ahead and yank everything apart just yet. I want to make sure, I'd like to try to make sure that I'm not missing something, because I've never not been able to put the right VIN in the freaking truck. I haven't been able to do that yet. I don't understand it. What's going on? But we're going to go through, and I'll go through programming, and let's get ready to do that right now. But I mean, as far as the truck, I mean, yeah, we got the miss, but everything seems to be pretty good. We got some front end issues going on with it. Sway bar head leaks they're pretty bad. What else on this thing? Oh, I don't even know. I mean, there's just freaking sucks. So collect my thoughts, pick myself up, dust myself off, and let's get back to it, and let's fix this thing. Let's figure out what is going on, because, you know, I mean, honestly, I mean, if you look at the big picture, now it absolutely sucks. And David, Katrina, I am sorry that this did not go, that it is not back in your possession. You're not on your way here right now to get it. But for me, being selfish, the selfish side of it is the more issues we have, the more we learn. You know, so I mean, we're human. As long as we got our eyes open and we're trying to learn when things mess up, then hopefully at the end of the day we'll be better than we were before. That's what I'm hoping. You know, maybe whatever mistake we did putting it together, maybe we grazed over something, we didn't do something, we screwed up. But hopefully now we can learn from it, and whatever mistake it was, I mean, I'm not saying it's someone else. It very well could be our mistake. It could be a parts failure. It could be, who knows. But dang it, we're going to freaking learn from it. I don't ever want to be in this place again. So, all right, that's it. I just want to make the video of it. I mean, we got a little missing going on, but overall, I mean, I've been driving it. I mean, we put damn near 500 miles on it, so, you know, it ain't like you can't drive it. But that miss is not what they paid for, so we're not riding like that. So I'm gonna drag. All right, let's get done pouting real quick and let's get to work. All right, guys, that's it. Have a good day.